Sealed War of the Spark seems good to me. We will build a deck while we regain our viewers. I mean, heck, y'all can go watch other people. I'm going to play because this is fun. Digging this new set. Couple of Planeswalker, 3 Planeswalkers here. 1 colorless, so I bet we're playing Karn. I haven't even seen Karn yet. 4 activated abilities of artifacts. Interesting. That doesn't even say non-mana abilities or anything. That, like, shuts off tap add. Excuse me. +1 until your next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness each equal to its converted mana cost. Hello, Skeptical Hat. Thank you. Welcome back. So maybe we're not. Looks like it needs artifacts. You may choose an artifact card you own from outside the game or in exile. Reveal that card and put it into your hand. Yeah, I guess we're not playing that, huh? Very artifacty. But the last God Eternal I saw was crazy. How about God Eternal Kefnet? 2 blue for a 4/5 flyer. Wow. You may reveal the first card you draw each turn as you draw it. Whenever you reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, copy that card and you may cast the copy. That copy costs 2 less to cast. Wow, when God Eternal... So, yeah, so all the God Eternals are crazy? Is that what it is? Just bonkers? Wow. What we got here? A vehicle. Yeah, we streamed for about 3 hours earlier today. Actually, longer. I streamed from 7 a.m. to 12:30, I think. A little bit longer, anyway. Museum Tank, 1 red, 3/2 trample. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Museum Tank becomes an artifact creature and gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So a couple of spells matter cards here. And then what is Sarkhan? I bet we got dragons. +1. Each planeswalker you control becomes a... Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, that's sweet too. Love it. I got Mexican. I went to local Mexican food chain, restaurant chain, Taco Del Mar. Got a burrito bowl. I like it a lot so far. I think this is going to be a fun set. It's really challenging some new stuff. The Planeswalker stuff is already very apparent and very interesting, and it is feeling like Dominaria in that regard. The Planeswalker stuff is coming up and mattering about as much as it did with Legends in Dominaria, which is to say a lot. There were just Legends in every game, but also it seems possible, like in draft. I think in Sealed, everybody's going to be playing Planeswalkers. I think that in draft, we're going to be able to, much like Dominaria, have a cohesive, good deck that you're happy with 0 Planeswalkers in it. So stuff that only deals with Planeswalkers, maybe it's probably main deckable, but you may need to side it out sometimes. Anyway, let's look at it. We know Vivian. We've seen this before in our pool, and it's good. Flashy creatures, but probably... what do we want to do here? Let's check out our instants and sorcery stuff. I'm going to mute for a second and try it. I get... I don't know if I have subtle allergies that do this to me after I eat, but after I eat, I can get pretty annoyingly phlegmy. Hold on. You just have to mute on occasion to not torture y'all. All right, I'm gonna do something funny here. I'm gonna search for creatures, planeswalkers, enchantments, artifacts, and lands that refer to like instant. I want to see what... So that gets stuff back. That does that. And Dovin Hand of Control makes... So once again, we don't really get... Oh, non-creature, though. There's some payoffs that's just non-creature, right? Let's look at that. Let's look. Oh, it doesn't have a dash, does it? It's just one word. So Sky Theater Strix does it. There's our Armisium Tank and Spellgorger. That builds up pretty well. We still don't have the great payoffs, which is too bad. I was hoping for some great payoffs. Hey, Fiddles. So, not great payoffs there, but still might play those strong cards, but I also kind of want to see... let's see, let's look at our Rares and Mythics again, and I also wanted to see, like, whether green-black is a direction based on those. Let's do it like this. Actually, I like looking at... It's hard to do sealed deck on Arena. It's just a lot of information to try and take in, so you really got to use these filters to narrow it down to something you can grok. And let's look at our non-common stuff in these colors, because see how quickly it narrows it down, and it really does kind of show you your strengths if you dip down into the uncommons as well. Casualties of War is at least a 3-for-1 in this format, I think. You're going to get Planeswalker, land, and creature. It's at least a 2-for-1, but not a good one if it's just land and creature. I don't think I've played with this one before. Wow. Landfall Proliferate? I'm interested. Maybe we try this. You can play Kaya in this deck. Don't we have... Oh yeah, we have this one. No, so green tends to have... All right, let's put this one together. If we had Insano red blue, I would do it. Maybe we'll go back and build that one later. Let's do that. Let's build a green black X. We may splash here. I'm going to put stuff that looks splashable. Plus one on each creature you control. Yeah, that can be pretty good. All right, so let's do that and then introduce actually everything else. Great. Playable. Seemed playable, but not great. I'll put it in and we'll consider it. These are much better. I like that a lot better. One of these seems playable. Opportunist seems better than this operative. I'm going to take out the operative. Discard, no, I don't like that. Although it's probably better in sealed where you're going to want to do this late and catch something. Catch their last two good cards. Evolution Sage, yeah. Okay, I like that. This is whatever, but we'll put them in to consider. Hexproof 5/3. I don't think we're necessarily doing anything to make that matter. Boy, we have to splash, I think, because I don't think we're really deep enough here in this Merfolk Skydiver. This was really good too, right? Maybe there's a green. Maybe we're just green blue. Yeah, maybe I'm clinging to this black unnecessarily. Get out of your way, thank you. Word Scale Croc and the Red Weird. Do I have those here? Yeah, I'm going to cut the black. And I'm going to switch this to Bant. And let's go back to Uncommon, Rare, and Mythic view. Take a look at what we got here. I think that's going to get something around here. If we're splashing white, though, we don't want to play Kaya. Yeah, Eternal Skylord is great, and Kefnet we knew we had and is great. I don't know how good that. I guess that counters a Planeswalker. I don't know if that's splashable. Got two of them. That seems good, though. We'll play him. We're not going to be invading the city, though. I also don't think we don't really have the artifacts to support Karn. Play one of these. And I guess I'm going to include these for now. We'll probably cut them. And then let's look at everything else. The commons. I'm thinking of white as the splash here, so we want to only look for stuff that... Ooh. Maybe white's not a splash. Let's reconsider that. Maybe we're splashing green. Yeah, I don't know. That's having a bunch of those is pretty good. I said I was trying not to take too long on this, but this is a really interesting build. This is feels like one of the more interesting ones, and this is good as well. Yeah, now I kind of want just to do like maybe we keep the sage, ditch these, ditch that. I think we keep that on a green splash, although are we splash? Let's see, we have the Geode and a Plaza to help with the splash. Yeah, this was better when I was, but I'm all over the place here in where we're at exactly. Let's look at this. We'll see if we need that. Maybe we have to put it in. Sarkhan and Kefnet, yeah, we could do the red direction, but I love these 3 Law Rune Enforcers is pretty impressive, right? Boy, I'm lost. What are we doing with this one? Yeah, but that all like current that still doesn't seem like enough to playable. Skeptical Hat just wants to do is it medium bombs? Well, I'm lost enough to just be willing to even do that. Let's go here. I'm gonna no look back unless we just can't fill out the deck. And maybe we'll splash here, but let's do that. Let's go back to where we started, I think, and actually just reset these. And then I'm going to do this, and we're going to fill out 40 and go. I'll take a look at Karn again. Maybe I'm not seeing it correctly, but let me do this first. Don't think I like that if we can help it. That's interesting if we're doing this now. So is that. That still doesn't seem particularly playable to me. Nor does that. How playable is that? I'll put it in. It draws a card. It's on theme. So is that. We're going to try and play that and that. That didn't seem playable. That was okay. Trying to roll over so you can see these. One thing we can do with this deck is like play this, come back, and switch to something else. I'm totally cool with that as well. I don't think we like that. Maybe try one of them, see how it goes. I don't think it looks good though. Try that. Of course, you get in. I'm gonna try it. If we need to fill out the deck, we could play that. Didn't I search? Oh, because it's the sorcerer itself. Yeah, it was a reward card that I didn't find in my search. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, if we don't feel like we have the spell density, we need 2 cards anyway. Well, let's see. What if we take out the creatures? What does that leave us with here? The veto, these that I don't want to play. How many creatures is this anyway? We're at 12 creatures right now. I don't like having, but you're asking a lot to keep up 4 to do that. I mean, keeping up 1 to do that is a little more reasonable, but 4 is a lot. But it might make for some good television, so we'll give it. I don't think it's good, but we'll try it for science and fun. Yeah, now let's look at Karn. So, what does Karn do for us? We have no artifacts because we're not playing the Geode. So we play Karn, and what does it do? Until your next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact, of which we have 0. Becomes an artifact creature with, and so -2. I can choose one from outside of the game, reveal it, and put it into my hand. So sweet, I can get mana geodes and globes? Like, what? Anybody who's saying play Karn, I don't, like, why? Because of opponent's artifacts? I mean, what does this do? Does nothing. I don't know. That's what I thought when I saw it, but then people were like, "Oh, why not Karn?" And like now I'm putting it on you. Why Karn? Well, not only. Hold on now. I've got people telling me I should play Karn. It's not that I don't need Karn. I'm saying Karn does nothing, right? So who's like, if you're saying play Karn, I'm wondering where you're at on it, and maybe I'm missing something. That's all. Free cards from sideboard, so for 4 mana over 2 turns, draw a Silver Wing and a Geode. Yeah. Do we have a lot of things to haste? We kind of just need it. We can do it for the for at least for the synergies. Another check with everything revealed. Anything we've left. We could add. Yeah, I don't like that at all anyway. And we're not splashing. All right, let's give this a try. And we can totally come in and build a different deck. Try something else. But we're just playing our bombs here, basically. Speaking of, we are definitely playing our bombs here. We'll see if they resolve. Well, definitely. I say that, now the Magic Gods are like, oh, so you want to be stuck on 3 for literally the rest of the game. You got it! Okay. The gods are elsewhere, apparently. Bant base Simic. We can try that next. I think Big Butts are going to be important in this format, because one thing I'm feeling early is that, you know, you hold a Planeswalker in your hand or you read it on screen and you feel like, oh, that's a powerful card. But we tend to think about it being a powerful card without considering the situation where it is not protected at all and is easily attacked and killed. And that seems to be happening a lot, so I would say protecting your Planeswalkers is going to be a big game here. I'm one to bait out removal and whatnot with other stuff before leading with my most powerful effect, but these God Eternals, if they're killed in traditional ways, just go back to your... okay, not even in non-traditional ways. When it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, so it needs to be aura'd, which there isn't really much. There's just the one blue one, right? So this is just so hard to get rid of. Does dismissal target your stuff? Yep. It's not instant, though, so it's not like it can save your stuff. But it would save it if they auraed it up with the blue aura, yes. Yeah, I should... You know, I think I'm going to stay up here, because this allows me to do this. Why don't I stay up here for now and see if that's good. Lets people... Since we don't have Deckmaster, feels like a good compromise for Deckmaster-free streaming. Show you some of our other cards here. Oh, reveal... Oh, decline. Because it's only... How many people are going to reveal stuff to you for no value, right? I bet that's going to be a thing that happens a lot. It's. Oh yeah, I know. I was just reading the text to make sure of what I was seeing. Well, let's start with an attack. Am I running into anything by sending into open mana? I guess I'll find out. There's the 4-mana Quench. How much are we playing around 4-mana Quench in this format out of the gate? Maybe we don't even care too much if it gets... Like, if our Sky Theater Strix gets 4-mana Quenched, we can then dismissal the Amass token. Let's do that. We'll try this. See if they've got it. Huh. So they paused forever, and then didn't do anything. Well, alright. I don't want to bounce any of these with this situation, so... And we have, weird if something gets into our graveyard and make us discard all of their blue-green. Just thinking... Probably not doing what combo... Probably not the combo wanted. Luis and Marshall mentioned that. If you're going to do that trick, if you're going to do the... I'm going to just use Teferi's Time Twist to make my dude bigger and then get a big attack when I come back, you need to set a stop on their main phase. You do that, and then you cast that on their main phase. And then the thing that Oppo wanted to have happen would have happened here, and they'd be attacking right now. So now we reveal and get to do this for 2? For 2, you say. Although, I want the land, and I think the Dovin. And then we probably just want the stuff after. It's all good here. Museum Tank. We've got the spells to do some stuff with that. We probably just want more land, though, which is the deal. So let's go... Let's actually... I'm going to bottom it because I actually want more land. I'm going to keep looking for land. I let auto-tap do that. It was an auto-tap mistake.
Your loss will either be a tragedy or comedy of errors.
Did they get John Oliver to be Dovin? I'm gonna attack with both. And with Proliferate, these can both get out of hand, but the Wrangler can get out of hand without Proliferate, so I'm gonna use this on the
Looking to elevate
the 3 power that
perhaps
can more
a pair of
easily get
stilts.
bigger. Just so. So we did save at least 1 point of damage because we're just going to accept the Flux Channeler. I actually might chump it if they go after Dovin. Dovin's worth keeping healthy. Unfortunately, I was hoping to use that to get the Epiphany back after we cast it again, but this is fine. Decline. I wish they... So, oh, reveal island. There we go. It's telling me exactly. Well, we'll decline to reveal my island. And I'm going to probably Callous Dismissal something here. We can Relentless Advance and Callous Dismissal. Send back this now huge 5/4. And I guess it's time to protect Dovin a little bit. Now it's time to just kill Oppo, isn't it? Again, I'm doing it again. You see, it's a total leak of mine. I just get obsessed with board control and then fail to just win sometimes.
I'm well equipped to deal with nuisances like you.
Control the face indeed, Hat. Sending the Flux Channeler back, and it had more counters on it. That was my only thought process around it, really. I think let's see. Well, I'll go up and find it now since we're between games. The way I see Bolt Bend is if you have nothing to do with your mana, it's a bonus, or if you have a big dude down, it's a cheap removal steal. Well, the trouble is, my trouble with Bolt Bend is that its floor is that it's a mulligan, right? That its floor is that it does nothing. And let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look at Bolt Bend again. Oh wait, it's in the deck, isn't it? Right, because science. Change the ability of a target spell or ability with a single target. The only, you're never going to do that to yours, right? Just target your stuff correctly the first time, right? So I don't see how it has any application to anything other than your opponent's stuff. And it's super difficult to keep up for, and therefore it's rare to just have it up. I just think there's going to be times where it's like, well, if this were a meaningful spell Here I am getting run over by my opponent. This does not remove their creatures. This is classic anti-cabs, right? This, you know, Luis was talking about some card. Maybe it was the bounce spell or something. I can't remember now, but there was some spell he was saying was like a poster child for their railing against do-nothings. And I think this is more perfect. Like, this is the type of card where when you imagine it in its best case, it's a 2-for-1. And so that's the spectrum, right? And so we get caught up in the 2-for-1 side of it. I'm not saying you are, by the way. I'm saying one can, not that specifically Alchemist is just because he was the one talking about it, or you are the one talking about it. Sorry if your pronoun is not he. Anyway, the downside though is the do nothing side, but its upside is like a 2-for-1 for 1 mana, right? So this is, to me, I've always called these the strikeout home run card. If that was my way to kind of explain that on my days on limited resources. This is either a disaster or amazing. One of the two. So it's just pretty extreme in that way. Does the amass token change, like get bigger looking? That would be cool. I doubt it. They probably just copied the paper token and are using the static one, but that would be really neat. That's a fun, flavorful thing. We're gonna keep this, get these weirds down, and try to find red for Sarkhan. Still trying to catch up with chat a little here. XP is a new player thing they've had the whole time. We just never saw it because all of us had already been through the new player experience before when they introduced it. We're just seeing it for the first time because this is effectively a new account because of it's a Wizards account. Queen Dragon says, I wish you could add tokens instead of just one. Then it becomes kind of like the mechanic from Kaladesh, which kind of proved too mathy and too challenging to get your head around. I'm gonna go ahead with the ward now. A weird, sorry, not ward. And then, oh, it does change as it grows. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, Alchemist, at least strikeout home run properly reflects the fact that it absolutely can be a home run, right? It's bad cards are just the all strikeout, right? Strikeout walk. Strikeout balk cards. Let's see, Sorin. I've never seen Sorin. Creatures and planeswalkers have lifelink. 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. And -X, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. That's cool. But now, we'd like to get... what do we want to do here? Well, we could keep up Bolt Bend. Or we could play another weird... I think I'm going to go with the Bind Blast, though, on the... on this. Just get a little 2-for-1 here. Trying to dig for our other another red for Sarkhan too. So that's a useful reason to do that. And no attacks available here. But we gotta get Sarkhan down so we can get this this dude dead. I should have played a land and left. We don't have 4 power anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The weak feed the strong.
Unfortunately for you, we meet in battle.
So on the one hand, I want stuff to be able to protect my planeswalkers, but on the other hand, you do need to be able to pressure opposing planeswalkers. I think, uncommon planeswalkers have been the talk of the set, right? Everybody, like, planeswalkers are down to uncommon. They're in the LR set review at uncommon. I think the more...
I am your inner demon.
The more salient point, or what I'm realizing now, is that it's the rare planeswalkers that are going to muck with this format heavily. We are used to only seeing planeswalkers at, you know, Mythic, but rare planeswalkers almost have like 2 of the 3 Mythic level power things, and they're going to show up twice as much, and there's a ton of them in the set. So I think the rare planeswalkers are going to be the ones that really stick with us as defining this format by the end of it. All right, what are we doing? We want to pressure these planeswalkers, but I'm starting to feel that, oh, I guess we're doomed. I'm going to play the Relentless Advance and hope that, you know, if we get something else that has a mass, you know, on our draw, that we can get something big to attack with or make them.
Vampirism is a useful trait.
Vampirism is a useful trait. Yeah, definitely comes with some power, doesn't it? Yeah, it's quite a combo that all of this damage Obnix is dealing is actually life-linked.
Try not to
Isn't
think
it?
too hard.
What? Oh, as long as it's your turn. So not on that, actually. I know, I just want to activate Bolt Bend, right? Looks like we're going to activate Bolt Bend. Let's see, what can we do? We can create a token with flying. They'll destroy it, probably. It's a 4/4, though, so then we can Bolt Bend. Man, if we can hold out until we get a 3rd red, we could Sarkhan with Bolt Bend, and except it doesn't bend that, right? Oh, no, it is ability, so it can change the ability. So maybe we try towards that? And just start with a Manticore here. And we get the Amass too. And let's come at Obnix, actually. Maybe I should have done Sarkhan and waited, because any land plus invading Masticore gives us Bolt Bend up. So that would have been an alternate play. Just go ahead and run out either the double weirds or the Sarkhan.
Cherish, your bones will read as omens. Suffer, it is just a small headache.
I abhor my need for blood.
But it has its uses. I mean, he's kind of being fair. It's like, that was like the, there's a kind of a but between his two dialogue lines. Vampirism has its uses, but I abhor my need for blood.
Knowledge
All
is
right,
not
we
without
found it.
price.
I fight with a dragon's rage! Come to me!
Unfortunately, invading Manticore cannot get through the crab. So we can't pressure the Planeswalkers this turn. But actually we can. We can at least get keep the weirds 1 point in there.
That was almost impressive.
Yeah, so sack to activate, and we would get to... So we do get to bolt... actually, let's bend the bolt to the weird, and then we still draw the 2 cards. Oh, but this is... Wait. is creature. If it was planeswalker, I would switch it to one of the Oppo's planeswalkers. But we'll do that.
Even the weak serve a purpose.
So that was a home runish showing for the Bolt Bend, but you see what I mean. Like, if we didn't find just the right spot, it could have been stuck as a pretty low impact card for the whole game, or a no impact card. That's the thing. If you cast and resolve it, it's probably doing something pretty darn good. It's just that there are games where you literally hold it and never resolve it. The draw 2 for Oppo seems rough. Yeah, in terms of the quality of this card. There are 4 weirds in the deck. You see them all. It's very weird. Does it get haste? No. Turret Ogre. So many options. They're at 31, though. Do we... I guess we had to start coming at Sorin.
I will call the dragons.
I'm gonna come at Sorin. Oh, I forgot about that. I should have left him back to defend Sorin. Never mind. Sorin needs no defense. We're trying to make you dust, buddy. How about 4, 5? We got 8. How about a Turret Ogre and a Dreadhorde Twins? Or yeah, we'll do that. Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
What a mess I've made.
And this... Yeah, I'm going to send everything and allow Oppo to eat the Amass token or the twins. I don't care.
May death find you quickly.
And with 9 mana, let's just go 3... Excuse me. A 3. Yeah, Deckmaster, this set isn't even released yet. This is a preview stream, and so most of the tools that are set specific are not going to be available right now. All right, pick that one up. Let's go try another build with this. There was some suggestion for base Simic Bant. Let's oh, come on. We could try that, or we could do a completely different turn and like go green-white. There was some green-white that we could do. Well, let's do the base. Let's do base Bant. See what happens with that.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Thank you for the sub. Peacetime. Appreciate that. I changed my mind. Let's play one more with this and then just get a new pool. I don't want to... I feel like I've gone through all those cards already, and I don't want to do that mental exercise again. Let's do that mental exercise on a brand new pool after this. No, the pool's fine. I think our deck is great. We were just... it was hard to build because there were a lot of options, and then decided, oh, maybe we'd go back and build something else. But then I just felt too lazy to do that. So, and unmotivated. Like, I didn't want to pour through the same cards and say the exact kind of same things and make the same kind of decisions. But in the end, Sarkon and the... couldn't remember its name. The God Eternal Kefnet are nuts, so we went with that. Let's get weird. And there's our other big bomb. But, laughably, we have no ability to cast either at the moment. All we want now is land.
Defend the
Respect.
weak at every opportunity.
It is worth noting that if a heavy part of your splash is a bunch of new horizons, you can splash double color. So, what can we do about that? I guess we can find an island and attack it with a 4/5. Intangible, thank you for the sub. There it is. And here we go. Thank you, Heard Before. No, because Invade the City, while it's doing its thing, is on the stack. It's in the middle of resolution, floating in space, resolving, and then hits. Yeah, we'll be looking to get our buddy back. I think we're 2-0 with this pool, but we're not really tracking record today. Just playing.
Light.
Maybe it's worth bringing Gideon down a peg via the sprint. Well, they attacked though, right? Oh yeah, they didn't do the +1. Or is that what happened? Yeah, that was weird. So yeah, I don't know. Turret Ogre. This is Scry 1. We know what's coming though, right? We can Scry to the bottom and get Kefnet back. Let's do that. Unless it's a land. I might keep a land. But yeah, ooh. Yeah, no, we don't want that. We're just to draw Kefnet. Oh, no, 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 no. There.
You do not frighten me.
Oh, they did it post-combat. Gotcha. Yeah, better do it then than... What do you know? Elizabeth Eden is punting today, too. It's too bad that represented our whole turn, but we do get Kefnet back a turn faster.
I believe in you.
I'll probably play for at least another 2 hours, so at least till 4:30 Pacific, and then we'll see how I feel then. And maybe back on in the evening, depending on how much my family can tolerate me streaming with them all here. We have a small house, so it's kind of a bit oppressive when I'm streaming at home. If I get big enough, I'll get a studio where I can go stream anytime. That's kind of that's the end game if I can justify it fiscally at some point. All right, try again. Laroon gets to do some work for Oppo coming up. But if we draw another land, we can also pressure with a dragon, so hopefully we can continue to apply some pressure. That's not great. Although Pollen Bright still can't really attack. Yeah, they had the removal for Kefnet, and that really did mess us up. Here, we're going to go to 1 so that we don't lose the weird. Yeah. Don't know if there's
I believe in you,
much we can do here. Yeah, this is where we draw the land to cast this or whatever. No, well, we get dead. Loved our hand, but we stalled on 3 and Oppo dropped a Gideon, so that happened. I'll play one more with this. This is a good deck. If you're curious, my vault progress is 1,542%. Looks good. We even get to crew the tank off the weird. So we'll start with the tank here. Oh, that's a good question. We'll do that next time. Well, oops. Four is more than 3, so we're just going to attack with the Goblin Assault team here. Yeah, or they thought it... I mean, it does look like a creature, right? Yeah, let's go like this. Crew. And actually, do we want to offer the tank for the sergeant? Yeah, that's fine. We'll offer the tank for the sergeant. Alchemist wants to save the tank. I decided not to because we don't have anything to even, like, you know, it's a 3-2. And we have nothing in hand even that auto-activates it. I guess we keep the Skylord. Well, we can keep the assault team, and then if it dies later, yeah, we'll keep. I was being fancy play because it would put. I guess we keep this. It becomes a 4-4 versus this, a 4-1 that dies into something cool. Yeah, I'll keep the 4-1 that dies into something cool since we're going to play double weird. But, did I auto pass or something? What did I do? Why can't I cast these? Did I screw up? Oh, because of that. Because of that. Yeah, thank you. That is what we call memory issues. You see how it hit me a half a turn late? This is why you generally don't do things in Magic like, there was that, red 2/2 from Eventide that when it dealt combat damage to an opponent for the rest of the game, that player blah blah. It's like emblems solved that kind of problem. Like basically, it either needs to be about half a turn long of memory or it needs to have an emblem. And you saw I lost it even in half a turn. Nass is big on symbol combat. Wow, well, Nass is significantly better than me, but I am not big on single combat. I don't understand. Yeah, it's a wrath you can't hand dump after, but that's not the problem with it. The problem with it is it left me with a 4-1. Really? He's big on that in Constructed. Okay, as long as, like, limited, I just don't see how it's a particularly good card.
Serving the people isn't important. Anything to support my allies.
Yeah, that was cool. Do we care about this? No. Might as well hit Teo. I guess it wouldn't have mattered, right? I mean, they're just gonna decline to reveal. What do we have here? No spells that do anything. Oh, I should have put the Spellgorger out because they'll probably kill the assault team, and I want Spellgorger to get a. Oh, it's only one? Okay, I thought it was all creatures. That makes sense. be pretty powerful. Yeah, well, making the god bigger doesn't do too much. Would have been much better to have the spell Gorger Weird as a 3/3, but yeah.